the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers were one like basically big organization, and they were going to split these two organizations and make them individual organizations. And I'm gonna tell you the reason for this is.
I'm Tom Murphy. That's Jerry Spangenberg on the other end. How's everyone doing tonight? You know, Jim Dolan's turning over power to his son, Quentin Dolan, and has a really nice background in a lot of stuff. And, you know, you're already seeing some changes with the Rangers. So is this going to be really good, or is it going to go really south for the Rangers? I guess we're going to have to see. But I think it's really an interesting hire because, I mean, obviously it's the boss's son. But at the same time, you know, they've kind of revamped their player development department. You saw Brassard get hired. You saw Quick. You've seen changes with the strength and conditioning and like their skills coaches and stuff like that, which I think is good. You know what I mean? And he has a background in science and stuff like that. So I think that could actually be like a really good thing for the Rangers. They say he's working hand in hand with Drury and Mike Sullivan. So we'll see where that goes.
He and Mike Sullivan, right?
Yep,
New coach, right, are installing a new culture.
But, you know, and player performance is another big thing that they say he's working on. So, like I said, it's an interesting hire, and, you know, we'll see if it works for the Rangers.
A while back, there was talks, and it was in the works that the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers were one like basically big organization, and they were going to split these two organizations and make them individual organizations. And I'm going to tell you the reason for this is because James Dolan is Knicks. That's where
he's running the Knicks. Like his son is running the Rangers.
Right, exactly. So that makes it even more like exactly what I said, because the Knicks are his team. That's his thing. And that's where I think, being it was one organization and he was running it, the Rangers kind of took like a back seat to the Knicks because it was, we got to get the Knicks a championship. But now that you got two separate organizations and you have the son who can wholeheartedly give his 100% to the Rangers and James Dolan can give his 100% to the Knicks, you might see a better outcome out of both New York teams.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. That's a big maybe, but I really do. I think you can get two individualized organizations giving, instead of having like one person running the affairs of the Rangers and the Knicks, you can have two separate people running wholeheartedly each separate organization.
And Dolan has always been more hands-off with the Rangers. He has been. He's always been more hands-on with the Knicks because when Sather ran the Rangers, like, he ran things. And, like, you know, Dolan wasn't around. And he was around here and there. But, like I said, Sather ran the show, and that was it. But
And here you go. Like, we all, I'm trying not to curse here. We all crap on Drury here. But if Drury was running that whole show, okay, maybe that hinders some of those moves that he made last season or should have made, because he's trying to run the front office and the player development and the player trades and all that. Like, that's a lot of work for one man. And maybe being that now you got an organization where you got the Quinn Dolan running the Rangers, you got separate people running different parts of the Rangers, where Chris Drury can focus maybe more on team development and things like that, and you might see a better outcome.
Relationships.
There you go. Good word. You might see a better outcome of this team now because you're going to have people giving 100%.
Yeah. Listen, they always say in sports, nobody can be the coach and the GM at the same time. Like, it doesn't work for the most part. Yeah. There have been a couple of instances where it has worked, but for the most part, it doesn't work when one person just has control of everything. Like, it doesn't work.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe you might be onto something here.
We have a great coach who had a terrible hand to work with last season. Yeah. So now that they've been able to kind of separate these two, we've seen a lot better movements like out of Drury this summer. So
I like what Drury's done this summer, to be really honest with you.
and we're putting together a better team, and then you got a really good coach, and then you got people running different parts of the office here. So I really think this is a good thing for the New York Rangers moving forward and to actually move the team in a forward direction. So that's my thought.
And, you know, speaking of that, August 15th, there's actually could be another wave of free agency coming because you have all the college free agents that did not sign become free agents. So you actually have some interesting names here. Keenan Draper, Chris Draper's son. You have Mason Langenbrunner, Jamie Langenbrunner's son. Supposedly Mason Langenbrunner is retiring. He was at Harvard. He's not even going to try to turn pro. He's going to put his business degree to work and go into business.
Really?
But the one guy who's it's an interesting thing is Cruz Lucius. I hope I'm not mispronouncing the kid's name from Arizona State. He was drafted by the Penguins a couple of years ago. He's a free agent. They say he's the cream of the crop of these undrafted guys. So again, we'll see. But after Saturday, that might not really matter. So, boom.
Yeah. Well, send him over to New York.
There you go. If he can play, he can play. I mean, he was kind of a late round pick, so who knows? I mean, we'll see.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had a pretty good episode. Rangers are now their own organization. We got some new free agents right out of the college. But anyway, please like, subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Check us out. Like and subscribe because we got more videos coming out. I'm Jerry Spengerberg, and this is Tom Murphy.
Have a great night.